According to Governor Larry Hogan, $32 billion adds up to $6,200 per family more in taxes over the next 10 years here in Maryland. Those are the numbers he posted to Facebook today as legislators started to tackle the Kirwan plan by hearing from Britt Kirwan himself, the former University of Maryland president who led the commission that is proposing all this school reform.
If you make this happen in Maryland, I think Maryland will surely become the nation's education, reform, and child development leader.
Maryland school systems rank only 19th in the nation according to a 2019 analysis by WalletHub, despite spending about $6 billion a year according to federal data. The Kirwan plan aims to change that by massive new investment in initiatives including early education and teachers' salaries. But according to a fiscal analysis just revealed to legislators last night, counties like Prince George's would be asked to pitch in hundreds of millions of dollars more. Prince George's County Executive Angela Alsobrooks says local taxes should not be raised.
I think that everyone understands that we're not raising taxes. That's not what is going to happen here. My jurisdiction does not have any appetite whatsoever for raising taxes. This is a state obligation.
Which leaves the question, how do you pay for all of this? Legislators have floated all kinds of ideas. For instance, passing sports betting or maybe even taxing music downloads from the internet. The formal introduction of this bill today at a mammoth hearing offered no answers to the question yet. In Annapolis, Scott Broom, WUSA 9.